Hello, everyone. This is Don's Meditations Podcast. And in today's episode, the title is going to be about things to consider before having sex. Things to consider before having sex. The words that I'm going to share is inspired by an artist by the name of Londrell. So these are some of the words by Londrell that inspire me. Not all the words are by him, but there's some of them that I thought was very profound, and I thought I'd share with you. And I will share some of the words that inspired me, and basically talking about how a lot of us we think sex is love, but sex when we have sex with a partner, it really can confuse us, making us think that when we have sex with someone that we're in love, or maybe we fall more in love or more attached to that person, but that person don't really feel the same way about us. So we have to really be careful who we give our whole self to. We really do. So I'm going to share these words. So let us begin. Take a few things into consideration before you lay together. Even if the sex is good, it's never going to be great enough to make you stay together. See, that's deep right there. See, sometimes we can think that having sex with someone can make someone stay, that make a person stay with you or stay together, but in actuality, it's not. It's not. Sex, no matter how good the sex is, sex do not keep a relationship together. Sometimes it can prolong it. I'm not going to lie. Sometimes it can prolong a relationship, even if it's unhealthy. Sometimes having sex with someone can prolong a toxic relationship, actually. Because you're afraid to let go of that person. You'll stick around. You'll continue to stay around because the sex is good. But is it really good for you? Even though you're being intimate with this person, but deep down inside, you're not happy. So, you might have an amazing sex. You might have good chemistry with that person sexually and physically, but it doesn't mean you should stay with that person because of the sex. Because what happens after the sex is over? Once you're done, that's it. You still have those issues that's right in your face. Still have certain things that's not making you happy, so let me read that part again. Take a few things into consideration before you lay together. Even if the sex is good, it's never going to be great enough to make you stay together. And once you start having sex, things get confusing on a major level. Feelings get over excessive, needing constant reassurance. Just to know you're protected. So never confuse energy with chemistry. Just because the vibe is right doesn't mean it's meant to be. Well, it could be just the Hennessy. You were thinking love for infinity, and they were thinking a couple of moments of intimacy. That relationship has no symmetry. And that's how sex friends become love enemies. Yeah, that was deep. Let me repeat that, because that part was pretty deep. Let's see. So, where can I start? So, let's start right here. Feelings get over excessive, needing constant reassurance just to know you're protected. So never confuse energy with chemistry. All right, I'm going to go up here. Even if the sex is good, it's never going to be great enough to make you stay together. And once you start having sex, things can get confusing on the major level. Feelings get over excessive, needing constant reassurance just to know you're protected. So never confuse energy with chemistry. Just because the vibe is right doesn't mean it's meant to be. Well, it could have been the Hennessy. You were thinking love for infinity, and they were thinking a couple of moments of intimacy. That relationship has no symmetry, and that's how sex friends becomes love enemies. Because your partner in life should only wish to bring out the best in you, and not just have sex with you, but maybe show you a side of yourself that's more intellectual and be your peace when this world is stressing you. Anybody can generate some lies to penetrate your thighs, but who can liberate your mind, body, and soul? Yeah. So, did you hear those words? So this is basically for the young ladies. I mean, if men are listening to it, that's great too. You can apply this to yourself or men. If you have a woman that only wants you for your body and for sex, you have to realize that too, that, you have women out there that's, they just want you for your body. They might, they just want you for your body. There's some women like that, and that may be okay for you, but actually, when you do that, you actually hurting yourself, because, you are going to feel some type of emotional attachment, no matter what you say or think. And you're going to feel some type of way if you're with some woman that's trying to take advantage of you in that way as well. Okay, so so that was a mouthful right there. You need a partner not just that wants you for your body and sex, but you want somebody to build you up emotionally, mentally, spiritually. So some people fall out of love and find no urge to escape. Stuck in misery because of history, or sticking around because the sex is great. Wow. So you hear that? Did you hear that? And that's deep right there. Let me repeat that. Some people fall out of love and find no urge to escape. Some people fall out of love and find no urge to escape. Stuck in misery because of history, or sticking around because the sex is great. So people tend to stay in relationship because of history, because they've been together so long. They feel like, they want to make it work, but you got to follow your heart and your happiness. If you're not happy, you can't linger in an unhealthy relationship, no matter how good the sex is. No matter how good the sex is. You have to follow your heart, because otherwise, even though the sex is great, your heart is unhappy. And you have to build up the strength within yourself to move on and move forward. I know for me as a man, even though I'm a man, I am a sensitive person. So I'm very, I've always been very selective of who I, share that part of my life with. Because I know myself. I know once I do that, I tend to gain some type of a bond with that person. So I myself, for me, like, I just can't have sex with just random women. That don't work for me. Some men are like that. Like, they can do it. I don't see how they can do it, but I'm not built that way. So I just know how I am. I'm more of an empath, because I really feel deeply. And so I'm sure you are too, whoever's listening to this. I'm sure you're an empath, or even if you're not, but this applies, Okay, let me continue. I'm going to repeat that again. Some people fall out of love and find no urge to escape, stuck in misery because of history, or sticking around because the sex is great. Either you loving at night or fussing and fighting until the next day. So used to pressing rewind and so afraid to press play. So used to pressing rewind instead of pressing play. So used to pressing rewind and so afraid to pressing play. So used to pressing rewind and so afraid to press play. Wow, that's deep. And that's true. Some of us so used to, instead of moving forward, that's what that's saying. Instead of moving forward, we tend to press rewind and continue on with that same toxic relationship, because that's what we used to. Is this healthy for you? Is this healthy for you? Do you love the sex more, or do you love yourself? Think about it. So yeah, this is what it is. Like, this is pretty much basically saying that we have to follow our heart and do what's best for us, not because of the sex. We have to detach from the sex, and do and follow our heart, our hearts, and do what's best for us. Now, sex is not the answer to keep a relationship going, no matter what. Because if you're not happy, you guys are not getting along, constant arguments, constant manipulation and control. And yeah, you try to make it right, and after the argument you have sex and everything's okay for a moment, then it's right back in the same cycle. The same cycle. I've been in a relationship like that, where the sex was great, but we weren't happy after the sex. That's not good, because then, you have a lot of trust issues, especially if you have trust issues. It's like, that's a sign right there that maybe you need to just move on. So don't make sex your reason to stay with someone, no matter how good it is, no matter how passionate and good it is. I mean, I can relate, but at the end of the day, you have to. That's not going to fulfill you, because sex lasts only for a moment. Then after that, what else is there? If you don't have no type of chemistry with each other, if you guys can't just hang out with each other and just have good conversation and talk for, and be genuinely happy together and be genuinely friends, then it's not a good match. Sex should just be something that's icing on the cake. Being intimate with your partner should be something that's icing on the relationship. You should be genuinely friends and be able to really just get along with each other and enjoy each other's company without sex. If you can't really fully enjoy each other's company without sex, then that's a sign that you guys are not compatible. That's just my opinion. To me, that's a sign that you're not of incompatibility. If you guys can't enjoy each other's company without sex, if you don't feel that good energy with each other, it's not good. So, anyway, hope you enjoy this podcast. Thank you for listening from all over the country. I also do one-on-one coaching. I do consultations. If anybody want to reach out to me, I'm at, you can email me at gdantre@yahoo.com, and we can schedule a one-on-one 30-minute consultation. And I'm here, I'm here to listen to you and offer any advice that you need. Or you can reach out to me on Instagram at don.dmg23. Don.dmg23. You should see my profile there. And it will say health is wealth, and because I also sell CMOS gel. So yeah. So yeah, do that. Also, feel free to cash out me if you want to donate to this podcast at $ Dontre Glenn 23, $ Dontre Glenn 23, DONTRE GLENN. That's my cash app if you want to donate. Thanks for everyone watching all over the world. I appreciate it. And much love. I love you all who listens. And I'm here to help anyone that's need help in life, in their life relationship situations. All right, well, you guys take care wherever you are. Enjoy your night or